as well as commit to raising a wholesome 21st century child. And as we do this collectively, we are building the kind of society that we want to see. Our mission with the Parent Summit Africa is to create a platform that equips parents with the skills, strategies, and resources for self-transformation and raising wholesome children. Our vision is to effect social and societal change through parenting education, especially to change the narrative of Africa and the African child. Hi, my name is Vivian Okoye. I'm the convener of Parent Summit Africa. I'm a certified child psychologist, a parent coach, and a trained doctor of optometry. Parent Summit Africa is powered by our online parenting school, the Vivian Okoye Parenting Academy. We started Parent Summit Africa in 2017 to gather parents from all over the nation and beyond to start up relevant conversations around raising a wholesome 21st century child, as well as thinking about our contribution to sustainable development and nation building. We do this because we believe that at this point, our plan as a nation for sustainable development should shift its focus from just systems, institutions, and policies to actually creating a plan and strategy for a change in the attitude and mindset of its people. Because the people drive these institutions, the systems, and the policies. So if on an individual level, we're able to get it right with our attitude and our mindset, then we can drive the institutions and policies in the right direction. Until we are able to do this, until we're able to create change in attitude and mindset on an individual level, then we will not experience any tangible change. Hi. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are joining from. Welcome to Parent Summit Africa 2023, and we are live. If you are in the live stream, please let me know where you're joining from. Thank you, Chika. Chika says, I'm here to unlearn, relearn, and, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. Please, if you are in the live stream, if you have joined us, kindly let us know where you are joining from. Thank you, Joy. Someone says they're joining from UK. Let us know where you're joining from. We're bringing our speaker very soon. Oluwakemi, thank you for joining. Wurola, thank you for joining. Chidinma, thank you for joining from Lagos, Akwa Ibom, Abuja, Lagos, Rivers State. All right. Welcome, everyone. It's going to be another person from the UK. My UK people, welcome. Abuja, UK. Well done. Welcome, Owerri. Amazing. Thank you all for joining. Welcome to Parent Summit Africa 2023. And like we have promised, this is going to be transformational experience. It's going to be healing. It's going to be restorative. It's going to be an explosive mindset, right? An explosive experience, for us to change our mindset, to shift us from where we are to where we want to be, and to help us be aligned to become the parents that our children need, right? So that's the whole essence of this summit, to help us, to equip us, and to empower us to become the parents that our children need, right? So thank you, everyone. We're going to give a few minutes for more people to join. I see everybody, joining. Chi from Accra, Ghana. Blessing from Calabar. Thank you. Welcome, everyone. Like we mentioned in our emails that we sent out, we said, make sure you're prepared. Come, with your mindset to learn, to unlearn, and to relearn. And this
afternoon, we're starting with the most amazing session, right? And we're talking about understanding your child's personality so that you can equip them for lifelong success. Because you cannot really parent a child that you do not know. So that's why we're starting with this particular conversation, right? Every parent sincerely wants to, help their children to become successful, align their children to purpose. But then how do you do that if you don't even know the child in front of you? How can we know the child in front of us? That is the essence of this conversation, right? So parenting from a place of awareness of who the child in front of you is, right? Their personalities, and aligning your parenting to suit that personality so that you can equip your child for lifelong success. That is what this conversation is going to be about. And we are having the most amazing, resource person to guide us through this conversation in the person of Mr. Adeniyi Ranti. I met Mr. Adeniyi Ranti a long time ago. That was sometime in 2019. And, since then I've followed his work, and I can categorically say that he is one of the most detailed and amazing personality profilers that I know. And this evening, he's going to guide us through how to profile our children's personality and how we can adapt that to our parenting, right? Our resource person, Mr. Adeniyi, is a personality, who we call a personality boss, right? A leader in the field of personality development in Africa, a research expert in the field of personality and traits development. He has developed a patented approach to unraveling challenges and providing solutions for personality and behavioral traits. So you can trust me that we picked the best of the best to guide us through this conversation. If you joined us at the beginning, right, when we played our video, you would understand the whole vision and the whole mission of Parent Summit Africa. We are here to equip, parents so that they can align their children, so that we can move in the direction of aligning our children to purpose. And one of the principles, or the foundational principles, that I go by is that if we can get it right as a family, if we can get it right with the family unit, then we can get it right as a society. And getting it right with the family unit starts from me and you, right? It starts from each individual. If you do your job, I do my job, and the next person does their job, then we're building the kind of society that we want to see. So what we're doing here is not just about me and you, it's actually about a revolution to change the world. So sit back and listen with an open mind. If you have questions, drop your questions. We're going to get to question and answer. It's going to be a very interactive and enlightening session. So open up your mind and let's just dive right in as I welcome Mr. Adeniyi Ranti to join us. Right? Welcome. I see you all. Good evening, sir. Welcome.
Good evening. Good evening.
Thank you so much. Our parents are ready to learn from you. I don't know, we've had some technological glitch with your slides. I'm going to try that one more time, but I don't know if you're able to proceed even if the slides don't come on. I don't know how that can work. Can that work?
Yeah, I'm thinking, should I send the slide to you? Maybe you can help me change it from your side. Will that work?
All right, you can send it to me, so I'll see how that works. But
okay. So
let me
I'll
still
send it to you right now.
All right.
It's okay.
I'm trying. Can we go ahead can we start while I wait to get that in?
Okay. It's okay. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. You're welcome to this presentation. Just in an hour's time, 1 hour, 15 minutes, we're done with this presentation. My name is Adeni Uranti, and I'll be sharing my presentation with you. So we're going to I'm going to be as audible as possible. I'll be using my slide here. Maybe when we are done, I can send the slide to her. Maybe she can send it to you all. Thank you very much. So let's start this presentation this way. The first thing I'm going to say here is that I'm going to start with a quote by Albert Einstein, where he said, "Everyone is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will spend its entire life thinking it is stupid." Everyone is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will spend its entire life thinking that it is stupid. This is a very serious quote, I must say, to us all parents. What this quote is saying is that all your children, all of them, they are all geniuses. They are all intelligent. But if you keep judging them wrongly, if you keep saying or asking them to do what they are not wired to do, you may end up making them to think that they are stupid. But if you judge a fish by its ability to swim, that fish will feel that he's a genius. So that's the first thing I want us to all, take note of. Take note of as we begin this presentation. All of us, we are all geniuses. All your children. If you have 4 children, they are all geniuses. If you have 5 children, they are all geniuses. If you have 1 child, just know that every child that you're giving back to, they are all geniuses. That's the first thing I want you to note in this presentation. Now, the second thing I also want you to note in this presentation is another quote that I love. By another man called Professor Clifton Buckingham. Professor Clifton Buckingham. Professor Clifton Buckingham is a professor of positive psychology. Is a professor of positive psychology. He said, "People don't change that much." Sorry, I'm trying to send something to her. People don't change that much, but do not waste your time trying to bring out what was left out. Try to bring out what was left in. That is enough hard work. That is enough hard work. Professor said, people don't change that much. I hope you are writing this down, Professor Marcus Buckingham. People don't change that much. Don't waste your time trying to bring out what was left out. Try to bring out what was left in, because that is enough hard work. I love this quote because it speaks of the fact that human beings are unique. Just to buttress the first thing we said about Albert Einstein, the people that you see, they don't change that much. Many parents have been out there trying to change their children. Why are you not like your elder brother? Why are you not as brilliant as your elder sister? Why are you not calm? Your elder brother is very calm. You will just be jumping and playing about. This is, we nag these children, we criticize these children. I want you to understand that these children, they cannot change. How many of you have been able to change your children by nagging and nagging and nagging? Why not try to know what they are made up of? Why not try to bring out the potential in that child? Because even doing that, to bring out somebody's potential, is hard work, let alone trying to bring out what was left out. Let me say that quote again. People don't change that much. People don't change that much. Do not try to bring out what was left out. Try to bring out what was left in, because that is enough hard work. So I love that quote. I want that to sink in very well. Let it sink in, because many parents are very wrong about this. Many parents are very wrong about this. So I will encourage you all to begin to look at your children like that. Begin to look at them as children who have enormous potentials, children that you cannot change. All you are supposed to do is to find out, what they are good at, and, try to bring it out. It's okay. So, not to waste our time, we're going to run through an assessment right away. We're going to run through an assessment wherein I'm going to profile your children. Please, if you have 3 children, if you have 4 children, please try to profile them as I'm reading out the question. You have to be very fast. Try to write the name of these children. Thank you very much. Hura Oyewole, thank you very much. I want you to write the name of these children. As I'm writing out the question, try to profile them. We cannot profile extremely, because it's supposed to be done one-on-one. But I love people to have access. Even though you are not my one-on-one client, I believe that I can share this idea with people. When you know the structure of how your child is made, up of, you will now know the parenting style you are supposed to apply. I'm going to talk a little bit about parenting style also, but I have instruction from Vivian to go straight to profile children, not to talk about parenting so much, since the our concern is with children. Are we all ready? Please, if you are ready to take this assessment with me, just put in the comment box that you are ready. Well, just 4 questions I'm going to ask you. Please write your answers. Please write the name of your children. And as I'm asking this question, write your own answers, either A or B, under each of your children. And I'm going to quickly show you through my slide. I hope we'll be able to get our slides on so that you will know what your child is. Thank you, Precious Chuku. Thank you, Faken. So let's run along. The first question I'm going to ask you is, do you think your child is outgoing, outspoken, energetic, enthusiastic, friendly, and sociable? Or do you think your child is calm, reserved, somebody who likes his space or her space, somebody who likes to be alone? If you think your child is more outgoing, outspoken, energetic, enthusiastic, friendly, and sociable, please write A. Write A on each of your, if any of your children is an extrovert, any of your children is outgoing, please write A. But if you think your child is calm, quiet, reserved, please write B. I'm going to repeat that again. This question is A or B. Write the names of your children. And as I'm asking this question, I'm going to ask you to write either A or B. The first question I'm asking is, do you think your child is outgoing, outspoken, energetic, enthusiastic, friendly, and sociable? Or do you think your child is more calm, quiet, reserved, somebody who likes his space or her space, somebody likes to be alone? Please write A or B. Let me see your answer. If you have done it correctly, please just let me know in the comments. It's okay. Ngozi Juliet said A. It's okay. So just write the name of your children and put it like that. All I'm just asking is, do you think your child is an extrovert? Extrovert is outgoing. Extrovert is outspoken. Extrovert is friendly. They are sociable. They talk a lot. They interact a lot. Whereas if your child is an introvert, he's going to be kind of quiet. He's going to be reserved. He or she will like their space. They will like to be alone. They don't like to shout. They keep to themselves a lot. It's okay. Thank you, Oluwabusola, for doing that. Let's go to this question, which is very important for the academics. This presentation is going to focus a little more about what they would do and be successful in their career, in their academics and career in the future. The second question will be, do you think your child is very imaginative? Do you think your child is very imaginative? If you think your child is very imaginative, somebody who thinks in pictures, somebody who is creative, somebody who likes to draw, somebody who likes to write, who thinks outside the box, who I mean, this question is very important. Who thinks outside the box? Who does all those the creative things? If you think your child, any of your children is like that, please write B. B if he's imaginative. But if you think your child is not that so much of an imaginative person, it's more of a detail-oriented person. They like to repeat. They like to repeat, what they are being taught. They cram things. Children like that who are more detail-oriented. We want to compare a detail-oriented child to an imaginative child. A detail-oriented child is not so creative. A detail-oriented child may not be doing so well academically, particularly in secondary school. They might and be, but basically they may not be doing so well academically. But a creative child, oh, thank you. I think we have a slide on now. Thank you. Please, can you shift to the 4th slide? Vivian, if you are with us. Yes. Can you scroll down? Scroll down. Scroll down. Scroll down. No, sorry. Go back. Go back. I want us to get back. Go 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 back. It's okay. Can you move 3 slides forward, please? Hello? One more. Hello? Yes, thank you. So please, if you can see what is on the screen, the first one is A, which is for a child that is detailed oriented, very practical. Just check the items on the first item on that table. If your child is more like that, please write A. But if you think your child is the other one, who is creative, who is innovative, who is very what we call smart, and all of that, please write B. Write B. That's the second question I'm asking. Yes, it applies for if you can discover it for your child that is 6 years old. Yes. 7 years old. If your child is a quiet child, not the jumpy, energetic, child, you should know by age 6. At what age does this apply? I feel like under 5s are often energetic. Yeah, you may be right. So maybe we are doing for children that are from age 8, 9. Let's shift it to age 8 and 9. If you have children that are of that age, if it's one-on-one, I may be able to help you discover that. But since we are doing it for parents, so maybe if your child is from age 8, 9, 10. Yes. So age 8, 9, 10. Let's put it at that. Age 8, 9, 10. Is your child very smart? Is your child very imaginative? Is your child very creative? Is your child very inventive? Or do you think your child is more detail-oriented, more practical, likes to, practical children like to learn things with their eye and their hand, something like that. I don't have all the time. I would have gone deeper into this, but I wouldn't want to be confused. So please, if you think your child is more of an imaginative child, write B. But if you think your child is more of a analytical, if you think your child is more of a practical, detail-oriented, somebody that when you are teaching, you have to repeat yourself over and over before they grasp concepts, then that child is A. Let's go to the 3rd slide. The next slide, please, because of our time. The next slide. I want to know, do you think your child is very kind, very nice, very sympathetic, very empathetic, or do you think she's critical, analytical, logical, rational, direct in speech, and tough-minded? Do you think is critical, analytical, logical, rational, direct speech, and tough-minded? Or do you think she is kind, nice, sympathetic, empathetic, soft-hearted, and diplomatic? If you think he or she is more of the first one, please write A. But if you think he's more of the kind, nice, sympathetic, and empathetic, soft-hearted person, write B. Please, this is a very important thing we are doing. This thing will not change about your children. I'm helping you to understand your child for life. If you understand this about your child is not going to essentially change from what you are doing. This personality, we believe, is from cradle to grave. So if you understand your child, if you understand your child's personality now, you have gotten a very golden opportunity has been afforded to you to know how to manage or to raise that child. So I don't know, have we all drawn that? Have you all written something down? We are dealing with the third question here. Is your child critical, analytical, logical, rational, direct in speech? If she is like that, then he or she is an A. But if you think she's more of a quiet, it's more of a kind, nice, sympathetic, soft-hearted, kind of person, that means he or she is a B. Let me see your answers in the comment section, please. Let me see your answers, please. We are doing the third one. We have done the third one now. Please, I need answers so we can move. It's okay. Saying yes. Thank you. It's okay. We have answered 3 questions now. We have answered both imaginative. That means that child is B. Thank you. So if you are choosing B, that means that child is creative. If you are choosing B in the third question, that means that child is a B. That is a B. If it's kind, nice, sympathetic, empathetic, that child is a B. My daughter is A. My second son is a combination of A and B. Please, I want you to be able to choose which your child is more of. Maybe I'm also going to give an offer here. If you want to know this thing and not make mistake and be able to know who your child is, you can reach out to me through Vivian so that I can take through this properly and we can get the right assessment for your child. Mistake here, but I just want you to know that there's something like this where you can discover who your child is. Thank you. Increase ABB. Oh, thank you. I like that. ABB. That means this person has answered 3 questions. Increase. Let's take the last one. The last question. Sorry, let me quickly say this. The first question, what we try to find out in that first question, find out the source of energy of your child. Is your child always energized by the outside environment or energized by the inward environment, inside environment? Secondly, I also tried, the second question I asked is information preference. Does your child work with practical, detailed information, or your child is very imaginative, creative, and all of that? The third question we just finished asking now has to do with the decision making. How does your child make decisions? Is she very critical, or is it very critical, analytical, logical, or is it kind, nice, sympathetic, empathetic, and soft-hearted? The last question is your child's lifestyle. We need to know your child's lifestyle. Do you think your child, please, next slide, please. That's the fourth one. Is your child structured, organized, planful, scheduled, rigid, and uptight? Or do you think your child is flexible, adaptable, playful, funful, adventurous kind of child? Let me repeat again. Do you think your child is structured, very organized, planful, scheduled, rigid, and uptight? Or do you think your child is critical, analytical, logical, rational? Or do you think your child is sorry, let me repeat again. Do you think your child is structured, organized, planful, scheduled, rigid, and uptight? Or do you think your child is flexible, adaptable, playful, funful, and adventurous? If your child is the first one, that means your child is an A. But if you think your child is the second one, that means your child is a B. So those are the 4 questions that you need to be able to answer very well to be able to understand your child's personality. I'm going to run through this briefly in a jiffy so that if you're just joining us, you can quickly run along. Please send this slide to the first one now. I was asking, which I said is the first question is to find out the sources of energy of your child. the sources of energy of your child. I said, is your child outgoing, outspoken, energetic, enthusiastic, friendly, and sociable? If your child is like that, please write A. Or if you think your child is quiet, reserved, somebody who likes to be alone, somebody who likes his or her space, please write B. Secondly, I asked about information preference. For all your children, do you think your child is very practical, detail-oriented, somebody who learns by repetition, somebody who learns by eye and hand coordination? Or B, do you think your child is creative, innovative, somebody who grasps concept ideas fast, uses concept and idea to understand, something, who likes those things? That makes him or her creative, innovative, and idea generator. That's the second part, which is a B. The third question has to do with your decision making. Do you think your child is critical, analytical, logical, rational, direct in speech, and tough-minded? Or do you think your child is kind, nice, sympathetic, empathetic, soft-hearted, and diplomatic? If you think he or she is more of that, that is a B. The first one is A. That's critical, analytical, logical, rational, direct in speech. That's A. The last question I asked is about your child's lifestyle. I said, is your child structured, organized, planful, scheduled, rigid, and uptight? If your child is like that, write an A. But if you think your child is more of a flexible, adaptable, playful, funful, adventurous, write a B. That's all. So you should have 4 letters that you have written for each of your children. Am I correct? Let me get a response from us, please. Let me get a response. It's okay. Iman is AABB. Thank you very much. Bridget said Q1. That means first child is A, second child is A, and all of that. Olubusayomi said is BBB. Is that all that you have? Yeah, Ramot said ABBB. That's good. That's good. Question 1, my 6-year-old is B, and my 4-year-old is A. Question 2 is okay. Please write it out the way others have written theirs out. B for the last question. Write the 4 letters out. Write the 4 letters out. A, B, B. I like that. Mukatafu is said A, B, A, A. Sorry, you might have made mistake while trying to do this. I understand because we are rushing. We have just 1 hour. I have over 100 slides here, so I know I cannot cover it. So I just wanted to touch on the most important part of the presentation. So want one-on-one session, like I said, you can reach out to me afterwards. I want to get more. I want to get more responses. I believe we have a number of us in this class. Yes, Facebook user said ABBB for my second child. I like that. It's okay. It's okay. So let me quickly tell you what this means. So Vivian, please, let's work together. Can you shift this slide a bit forward, like 3-4 slides? I'm going to follow you. Yes. Next slide. Next slide. Next slide. Next slide. These are parenting, but we are not touching that now. Next slide. Next slide. Yeah, it's okay. Let's go back. Let's go back, please. Let's go back. Let's go back. It's okay. So let's go. So if you think, so I'm going to pick each one of us as fast as possible. The ones that I've seen here. Let me start with ABBB. Facebook user, my second child. So please, let's see if we can cover. Let's see if we can cover just 1 or 2 of us here. Please, Vivian, let's go, please. Can we go forward, forward, forward? Let's do BABB. Let's start with BABB. Toby, please go ahead. Go ahead, please. Go ahead. Please move. Next slide, please. Vivian, next slide. Next slide. Next slide. I'll ask you to stop. Next slide. 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 Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Ungozu Juliet. You said it's okay, please. Ngozi Juliet, you said Toby is BABB. Please look at the screen. If any one of us in call, you chose any of your children, to be BABB, please check this slide. And I want you to write in the comments how much percentage would you say these details, these descriptors, how much of it describe your child? Next slide. Next slide, please. Please look at it. If any one of you wrote BABB for any of your children, please look at this. So I want to put in the comment section, how much of this would you say describe your child? If your child is any of your children is BABB, just put in the comment before we go to others, because we have little time. Little time, please. Wow, you can see the slide. Please, Vivian, can you expand this? Can we expand this, please, a little bit so that everyone can see it? I can see it here. I can see it here. Sorry, did anybody check BABB? Please just put in the comment that you saw it and what percentage would you give it, please? It's okay. Let's go. I think I saw one ABBB. Please, Vivian, let's go, please. A little bit down. Hello. Let's go. 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 Yes, yes. ABBB. Yes, thank you. Anybody like that? Please indicate in the comment section. Is anybody with ABBB? Hello? I can't hear anyone. So please, yes, thank you. Thank you. Please check the screen. ABBB is being displayed. Please look at it. These are the descriptors of your child. Your child will like to play a lot. I want somebody to confirm that with us. Oh, thank you. Thank you for helping us to expand this. They would like to play. They are usually very expressive. They are usually very friendly. Please confirm if this is correct, Folashade. Imaginative. They are usually very curious. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Hello. So such children, they love to be journalists and all of that. Please, can you go back? Yeah, journalists, they like to be an inventor, they are a marketing consultant and all of that. Let's quickly do this. Vivian, can you go back? Let's check Vivian's daughter's profile. BBBA. Can you go back, please? Let's check BBBA. Let's go back. Yes. BB is the third slide. The third child here. BBBA. Let's go back, please. Yes. Yes. Yes, this is. So, Vivian, please, I want you to check this, please. How much percentage would you say describes what you are seeing on the screen? Describe your child.
100% accurate.
Let's go to the next slide.
All right.
Next slide. No, let's go back. There are 2 slides. Go back. Yeah. The next slide. Oh, there's a problem there anyway. So these are some of the careers your child could be very good as a doctor, as a psychologist, as clergy. That's an idea, so that you know how to raise, child in the right direction. Is there anyone in the class that wants me to describe their child? Let me see your name and your child's personality in the comment. I'm not used to this. I'm trying to even go through where the comments are. I'm not able to find it.
I don't think you can see the comments. I'm actually controlling them from here. So
it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah. So if you want your child's personality to be described, just put it up. Okay, there's Tosin is here.
Tosin also is like your daughter's own. Tosin, please check. Please, can you go back a little bit? 2 slides back.
2 slides back.
Yes. Yes. Yeah? So Tosin, yes, this is exactly Vivian's daughter's personality also. BBBA. They are kind of stubborn. They are very, and I can explain the reason for all of this, but we don't have all the time. They're usually very brilliant in school. They do well. They should not go into engineering. They should go into the human science. They should go into the human science. They're very good with, really treating people as doctors, treating animals, being HR consultants, anything that has to do with human beings. Let me share a secret with us. If your child's second letter is B and your child's third letter is B, let me tell you the calling, the direction of the life of that child. It must be for human development. They will not do well. They can even have a first class in engineering, but after some time they will get tired, because the more they are able to impact humanity, that is what energizes them. You must know that very well. Any other person who wants me to describe that? So let's go to the second slide so that Tosin or Dedili can see. Next slide. Next slide, please. Quietly forceful. They could be stubborn, and all of that. Any other person, please. Let's quickly. Any other person who wants me to show their child's personality? Any other person? Yes. And Olanike Abimbola, AABB. Vivian, can you go forward in a couple of slides forward, like 3 or 4? A couple of. Let's go. AABB. AABB children are usually very restless. They are usually very restless. They are extremely. Go ahead, please. Yeah, it's okay. AABB children are usually restless, energetic. Can Olanike, unmute and just talk to me? Is it possible, Vivian, for them to unmute and talk to me?
No, it's not possible. But Olanike, you can let us know if that describes your child in the chat. Olanike, if you're still here, you can let us know how much this. Yeah, exactly, sir. So Olanike says exactly, sir.
It's okay. So they are usually very energetic. They are very restless. No, let's go. Next slide. I want her to see all the details. Very energetic, very restless. They are very sociable, very practical, very tolerant, very friendly. In fact, Olanike can confirm to me that is a child will have a lot of friend. They will come over, mommy, this person did this in school. Oh, Shola did this person did this. Talk. They can talk and talk and talk and talk. Let's check some of the careers. They were very good in any social career, any social career. Next slide. I want to see the careers, please. Let us see very good as social worker, very good as elementary school teachers. They are good as hosts and hostesses and all of that. They are good performers. They like to dance. Olanike, please, does your daughter like to dance, or your son, does he like to dance? Just say that in the comments. Yeah, it's very correct. They like to dance. They are very good as nurses and all of that. Very restless. Like I said, I'll be willing to do this full-blown service where we'll be able to write up to 18, 20-page reports. This is just 3 or 4 slides, 3 slides. But the report I usually give to parents is up to 18 pages. So it's something that I think every parent would like. Any other person need to showcase their personality, their child's personality? Yeah, it's like I met your daughter. It's okay. BAAAA. Vivian is not. Please, Vivian, are you with us? Let me talk about BAAA. BAAA children are usually calm. They like BAAA. Please go back to the first. It's the first slide, the beginning. Can you go back? I want her to see it. Veronica, would you say that your child, does he or she frown? Do they frown? Let's just confirm. Does he or she frown? I want Veronica to attest to that in the comments. BAAA. Does he frown? Does she frown? Does he frown? Go back, please, to the first slide. Veronica, we're expecting you to talk. Go back, please. Go back. Yes. Yes. Please, Veronica Oyemi, please check the descriptors on the screen. Analytical manager of facts and details. These are very good accountants. Please let your child study accounting, not a finance person, but an accountant. If you are very sure or you did this assessment correctly, your child would like to be an accountant, they would like to be an administrator. Next slide, please, because of our time. Next slide. Next slide. Vivian, please help us. Yes, they are very observant. They don't forget things. They can recall things a lot. They end success by thoroughness and concentration. They like discipline. They like structure. Next slide. It's okay. So look at some of the careers. Veronica, I'm not hearing from you. Please, let's make it a conversation, please. They will be good auditors. They will be good accountants. They will be good managers, property managers. Sorry, not property managers. They are good military officers and all of that. Thank you. My son has anger issues. He's 12 years old. Please tell us the personality of your child. We'll be able to help you. Please, next person that wants me to describe your child's personality, please put your child's personality in the comment section. We are running out of time. A. Let's go. Please, Vivian, you help us towards the end. Oh, yes, he frowns. Yes. There's a lot I can say, but we don't have time and all of that. So please, Vivian, help us towards the end. Towards the end. A. Let's quickly do A. Towards the end, please just run along. Run along. Vivian, we are waiting for you. Please run. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Your screen is blank. Oh, thank you. Go back a little bit. Aha. So, thank you. Yes, it frowns. So, I don't know who put AAA. I want to talk to you. Please check the screen. Next slide. Yes. AAA are leaders. Please, who put AAA? I want to see you. Please, let me see your comment. See your name. He argues. Oh, yes, they love argued. Oh, you are very correct. That means, Veronica, you did this assessment very correctly. They are usually very strong-willed. They argue a lot. You got it. They argue a lot. There's so many things I could have said, but please, there's no time. And there's a way you can train that child. So let's go. A. Oh, thank you. Folashade, your child AAA is on the screen now for Lashade. Your child is a leader. AAA are born leaders. They are born leaders. They're usually, that's why they like to decide quickly and very logically. They are very assertive and direct. They are not emotional and all of that. Next slide, please. Next slide. Next slide, Vivian. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. They like fact-minded, very objective. They are responsible. Yes, very responsible. If it's the first child, he will be able to lead his younger one very well. You know, let's see some of their careers. Let's see some of careers. Let's see some of their careers. Yes, sales agent, you know, hotel, anything manager. They are great administrators. Don't forget, just like BAAA. AAA are also very great managers, great administrators, great supervisors, and all of that, and all of that. I don't know if you have any questions for Lashade, or do you think this describes your child? Put in the comment section. Let the next person that wants me to discuss their child's personality, please go ahead. Let's see you. Let's see you. BBAB. It's okay. Let's quickly do BBAB. Vivian, please help us go back a little bit. BBAB are very good with mathematics. Olufun, they are very good in sciences. Olufunke, do you think your child is very good in sciences or in mathematics? Let's start from there. Please go back a little bit. Go back, 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 go back. Go back, please. Go back, please. We are very sorry we have to do it like this. I'm used to Zoom. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. BBAB. So, Olufunke, please, can you talk to us? Do you think your child loves mathematics? Is he in primary school? Is he in secondary school? They are autonomous, very brilliant chap. They are detached. They can argue. These are great arguments. You can't win a BBAB in arguments. Even if it's a girl, you don't even want to dare it. Please confirm that if it's correct, Olufumike. Great inventions. My son are both BBAB. Can you please? Yes, that's what I'm saying. Please check. Check. Oh, so are your both sons, do they argue a lot? Are they good friends? Are they argue a lot? Let's go. Next slide. Let us see the next slide. Let us see the next slide. Thank you. Vivian, please, next slide. Yes. Let's see. They like mathematics. BBAB loves mathematics. BB, they are self-determined, sharp, find interest. Let's go. Let them see some of the careers. They are very good as consultants, very good as engineers, software engineers. Yes, software engineer, very good economists, very good photographers, very good inventors. Please, Olufumike, please confirm this in the comments. Just one line to confirm if you are correct or if this assessment is correct for your sons. Please, we're waiting. Olufumike. Olufumike, please, can you confirm that? Please, please let somebody else. Somebody put his child's personality, and the thing went off. I don't know what it is. Please, can you help? Come back. Let's know what your child's personality is so we can show it to you. Please. ABAA. Vivian, please, let's go to the last. ABAA is the last personality on this. Please, Mokafiu Sepo. Is it your daughter that is ABAA? Is your daughter a leader? Just ask the comment section. Is your daughter a leader? Have you noticed leadership in her? I just want to confirm that. Yeah, thank you. Next slide. Next slide, please. Let us see. Mokafiu, please, can you put in the comment section? Is your child a leader? Let's confirm that. Please let this class be interactive. It's okay because ABAA are born leaders. And I wish we can have a one-on-one session. There's a lot of things I would like to tell you, parents. This child is a special child. You need to know how to raise this child. I'm very sure now you can confirm to me that there's a lot of you have a lot of challenges raising this child, please put in the comment section if I'm correct. Is it kind of difficult to raise her, so that you know that I know what I'm saying? Please just put in the comment section. I want to know. They argue a lot. It's okay. Oh, yes, Olufunke, yes. And they are, oh, I like that. Both of them will be good friends and they will argue a lot. They must be good friends. I know they can't win. Oh, yes, you can't win an argument. There's a way you should raise these children. I wish I have more time. I wish you guys can reach me personally. These children have unique ways you should raise them. Yes, Mokatao is saying that it's very difficult. You cannot have an ABAA child as a girl and you will not have challenge. You need to be well tutored. There's a unique way each child needs to be raised. Let me say this. Every child has come to the world with their unique parenting style, which most parents are not naturally wired. So you must know the unique parenting style for these children. For instance, BBAB, there's a way you raise them. ABAA, you'll be having problems. You can't tell me you have a child that is ABAA that you'll not be having problem raising them. You can't tell me you have a child that is BBAB and you'll not be having challenges, because I'm telling you, I've not even seen anything. For instance, BBAB, if those children enters the university, you will know what I'm talking about. They will argue with you. In fact, I would recommend upfront, these children should not go abroad. They should not go abroad. I will tell you all the reason for all of this is because of the mistakes that we are making with these children, that we are having problems with them. We are raising them wrongly. I spoke to a guy yesterday, and I told the parent, this child is just 12 years old. You are planning to send him abroad. I said, no, don't do that. I will tell you, I know the children that should go abroad for university, for first degree. This child cannot go to the university for first degree. They were arguing, but I hope they will listen. It's okay. Let's go to the next, please. Let's go to the next slide, Vivian. Sorry, we have only how many minutes left? We have maybe like 10, 15 minutes left. So let's quickly see what we can do. So next slide, please. Oh, next slide. Go back, please. I want her to see the next slide. No, please, go back. Go back. Go back. Yes. Please, look at it. Go forward now. She must have seen this. Next slide. Yes, good at anything that requires intelligent talk, and all of that. So let's go. Who else has? You are correct. My 2 children and 2 sons and daughter, and you can't win them in argument. Absolutely. Any other person that wants me to profile, to explain a little bit about their children? Any other person? We are running out of time. Hello, are we done? It's okay. If we are done, please can I have your questions? Let me just take 2 questions since I have only 10, 15 minutes more. It's okay. So let me quickly talk about, if there are no questions, let me just talk about parenting styles. It's very important. Please, Vivian, can you go back to the beginning? There are 4 parenting styles, and every one of us, we need to know. Anybody, you have to know your own parenting style, and you must know the parenting style that your child has come to the world with. It's very important. When you know the parenting style your child has come to the world with, you will be able to know the first thing you'll be pushing to your child. I don't know if you understand that. Do you understand? If you know your child's parenting style, if you want a particular change in behavior, you must use the child's parenting style first. So the first parenting style we're talking about here is, we're talking about 1. Please go back. I just want to flip through this. Yes, go back. God bless. Yeah, thank you. So there are 4 parenting styles. You are seeing them on your screen. The first one is inspirational parenting. The second one is achievement parenting. The third one is liberator parenting. And the fourth one is disciplinarian parenting. How will one raise 4 children with different parents? Yes, thank you. With different parents, yes. Each child, you can't raise your children the same way, because the children, each of your children, they are different. What you use for A might be different from what you use for A and worked for A, might most likely be different with what you will use for B. So you have to understand, some children, for instance, there are two ways that children improve. Some children improve through encouragement, whereas some children improve through challenges. When you challenge them, sorry. So if you are trying to parent a child that improves through encouragement by challenging the child will just give up. You say, oh, I can't do anything well, and they will give up, and they will go back, and they will misbehave, and since daddy will not even appreciate any little thing at all, will just be challenging them, they will just give up. So you must, and meanwhile, if you have a child that needs to be encouraged and to be challenged, and you're encouraging the child says, I've done well, my dad. But some children, when you challenge them, they are ready. So inspirational parents, most parents let me read another question. Most parents know their children's parenting style. Most parents know their children's parenting style to parent their children. I don't understand that question. So, for instance, the inspirational parent is the loving parent, lovey-dovey parent, a parent that encourages, a parent that hugs the child, a parent that kisses the child, a parent that uses words of encouragement and say, you can do it. The child will score 5 over 10. Instead of saying, oh, you didn't do well, they will say, wow, you have done, you can be better. I love you. You are very brilliant. You are very outstanding. The child that scores 5 over 10. That's an inspirational parent. Second kind of parenting is achievement parenting. These are the parents that challenge. They will always challenge you. They will always give you what you cannot do well. For instance, if you have a first class, your child is coming home with 2-1. We don't see that as any achievement. Achievement parents, they will always push their children forward. Yeah, it's okay after a minute. Liberator parents are freelance. They give their children opportunity. They don't deny their children, they don't mind them to test their limits. Disciplinary parents are from the world. They discipline their children. These 4 parenting style, for instance, you have to use the 4 on every child. Let me repeat again.
Hi, everyone. I think we've lost Mr. Peterson, Mr. Denny. I'll try to bring him back. But in the meantime, if you have any question, kindly, drop your questions as we're rounding off. And if you have learned anything, I'd like you to share what you have learned to your community and bring them in to actually enjoy, this insight and this knowledge. And if you're wondering, I know that the session feels rushed, right? Because there's this about 100 and something slides. So it's not something we can fit into 1 hour, but the slides will be shared, and we're going to provide support, after the summit, to parents to continue to explore their children's personality. And if you want that one-on-one session, you can also reach out to me so that you can have that with Mr. Adeni, right? So we're sharing the slides, we're providing community and support for you to continue to explore your children's personality and how you can adapt your parenting to, suit them and all of that. Please, if you're sharing, if you have learned something today about your child, or if you have learned something today about, your child's personality, kindly share it. If you're sharing anything on social media, kindly use the hashtag Parent Summit Africa 2023 so that we can see them. I mentioned that we have some things for parents to win, right? So we're keeping an eye on those who are in the chats, on those who are contributing, and those who will share. Please put the hashtag, because it's only when you use the hashtag that we can see whatever you shared, and we'll choose at randomly those who will win the classes, the books, and the courses that we're giving out for free to parents who attended these sessions, right? I don't know what's going on, or what's happening, or why Mr. Denny is not back. Yeah, but we'll wait for him to come back. And if he doesn't come back by the end of this session, we're gonna end the session, unfortunately, because our next session is supposed to have started now, but it's going to start in the next 5 to 10 minutes. If you're not yet following us on YouTube, kindly click the subscribe button so that you can receive the notification. Even if you forget, you can receive the notification anytime we go live. And you can see other resources or other videos that we'll post eventually, and that you can come and catch the replay, because in this session, you cannot say that you got everything that was said here, but you can always go back. If you're subscribed to our YouTube channel, you can always go back and listen to what has been taught. Bridget is asking what book. Okay, Mr. Denny is back. I'm trying to add him back. So Bridget is asking what book. Let me
It's okay.
see. Welcome, sir.
Hello?
Welcome. So I'll give you a few minutes to round up. Yeah.
It's okay. Thank you. Apologies for the break in transmission. But basically, that's just the core of my presentation anyway. I don't know if you have questions. What book will you recommend for discovering my child's character? There are a lot of books, but these are technical books. That's the challenge in all of this. Maybe you can read this book. The gift deferring. That's a good book. You can write that down. You can get it. Gift deferring. There's a lot of technicalities there, but you can still pick one or two things there. It's okay. So thank you very much. If do you have questions? So let me hand over back to Vivian to coordinate. If there are questions, then I'll answer it before I go.
Yeah, someone is asking, please, sir and ma, how can I get a personal session? Please just send me a message and I would redirect you to Mr. Peterson for your personal sessions, and how to get that. I don't know. Yeah, so that would be the route, right? Just send me a message and I'll connect you with Mr. Peterson for your personal session. Please, if anybody wants a personal session, like I mentioned at the beginning of the session, Mr. Peterson is good at this. And like he mentioned, you have to parent the child in front of you. You have to parent the child that that you have, because when you understand the child in front of you, and that's essentially why we started with this conversation, the theme of this parent summit is getting empowered so that you can equip your child for lifelong success, right? The essence of this particular conversation is to help you see that you must know the child that you're actually parenting if you're going to equip them for lifelong success. If you have ABAA and you're parenting them like BBBA, then you just be running into conflicts here and there, and you will not set your child up for success, right? So that's why we're having this conversation. Yes, somebody said it was too fast. We're so sorry. One of the reasons why it was like this is that we had a technological glitch. Mr. Adeni could not share his slides from his own end. Maybe if he was sharing on his own end, it would have been a bit, paced. But this is the best we can do. We will share the slides. I hope I'm okay to share the slides, Mr. Denny, right, with participants. Is that okay?
Yes, you can, but there's some things I'll have to edit. I will have to edit. I'll send you what you can send, please.
All right, no worries. So we will share the slides with you, but if you feel like you need to actually settle down, which I recommend, you need to actually settle down and go through this thing for your child or for each of your children, right? You can reach me so that I connect you with Mr. Ranti to have that session so that you have a template for where you're even headed and the things you need to do and how you're channeling and directing your child in your parenting every day, right? So a lot of people are saying this is an impactful session. Guys, please, if you found this very impactful, if you learned anything, please, can we just tell Mr. Adeniyi now that he's here? In the next 1 minute, can we say thank you to him for his time, for sharing his knowledge, say thank you, please. He needs to see it before we run off. And our next session, remember, our next session is on how you can build a deep relationship. In fact, this conversation is leading into the next session, which is building a relationship with your children, so that you can be in their lives and actually teach them the things that you need to teach them, right? So that's what the next session is. Please don't go anywhere, right? Stay tuned. I'm bringing the next speaker back right now. Go to your, if you haven't gotten the link, please check your email or check the WhatsApp group to get your link for the next session, and we're jumping right into it in the next 2-3 minutes. And like I said, please share what you have learned. If this session has been beneficial to you, go on social media now and say, I learned how to discover my child's personality at Parent Summit Africa 2023. Use the hashtag Parent Summit Africa 2023. You can tag me. My Instagram is vivian.okoye, Vivian with a double N. You can tag my Facebook. Guys, please share it, spread the word so that other people can come in and learn this thing. Remember that this is a collective effort. If you do your part and I do my part, then we're building the kind of society that we need to see. And with that, this will be the end of this particular session, and we're jumping right into the next session. Please don't go anywhere. We are going live on the next link. So you just need to go away from this and click the next link, and we're coming right in. The speaker is already waiting in the studio, and we'll see you shortly. Thank you so much. See you. Bye.